I'm a very simple man. There's only a few things, very simple things in my life that I need to be happy. Family, close friends, being around me, and having the time to do the things that I love to do. And as you guys have already worked that out, one of the things that I love to do is to squat, to train. Any sort of barbell type of movement, I'm a fan. So if I have enough time throughout the day to get that stuff in, I'm a happy chappy. Simple as that. Another thing that I really enjoy is nature. There's something about my soul that kind of rejoices when I'm around nature. I'm a fan of forests, before beaches, but I like any sort of terrain. I like seeing nature, I like being outside. One of the things that I always disliked about gyms is that you're indoors. It's a concrete jungle, it's loud music, that kind of stuff. That has its place, don't get me wrong. I enjoy music and I listen to music quite a lot, but there's nothing like being out in the sunshine, fresh air, smelling the beach, walking on grass, hearing the trees, the wind, all that stuff, man. I love that. One of the things I love to do is actually go to the beach and seeing people being happy, walking around, Warm weather does this weird stuff to people, man. It's a happy thing, right? There's plenty of research to say that in some countries in the world where there's not a lot of sunshine, cloud cover freaking 9 months of the year, there's a lot of, much higher depression rates, So sunlight does something to us. And today I decided to combine some of the things that I love to do. I love to do these things. I love to squat, love to be outside, and I love to be close to my close ones, right? My best friends. And that's what today was. I somehow managed to put these portable squat racks, which I ordered months ago, arrived today. As soon as I saw that dude, knock on my door, I was like, it's on. Even though it was 35, 36, 37 degrees today, it was windy as all hell as well. I feel like I'm sunburned right now, and I feel like I've got a headache from dehydration, even though I drank like 3 liters throughout this workout. The moment I saw that guy, I was like, it's on. Let's do it. Assembled the squat stands, and I straight away tried to put them in the car. And I tried this way, that way, which way. I tried every single way to put them in, and I was struggling for a long time. But eventually I put it all in. It was a workout in itself. I was trying to distribute the weight in the car so it doesn't eat away at the suspension, the brakes, and whatever. I mean, I'm not going to do hot laps around, a racetrack, but still, you know, that's a lot of weight. I don't know how heavy maybe the squat stands are, 25 kilos or something. Actually, it's a really good build quality. I brought 107 kilos of weight, so you're looking at, over 200 kilos worth of weight, additional weight. So I try to kind of move the weight around, kind of like if people were sitting around in the car, that kind of stuff. So that was a bit of a workout. Rocked up, started shooting around a little bit, but it was really windy, so the ball's kind of flying everywhere. This is one of the things I used to hate about going outdoors and playing basketball. You shoot the ball does it like a boomerang. But when you got 170 kilos on the bar, nothing's going to shift that. In fact, I was telling the boys, the wind actually was a factor when I was squatting, because it's the plates are quite large, whatever, and so I was feeling the force of the wind, and I had to kind of like almost recognize those forces and kind of counterbalance that. But it was a beautiful experience. This is the first time I've ever squatted out in the open like this. The moment I saw the squat rack and I decided to go to this court here, it's a basketball court, and you guys know my history with basketball, with NBA, how much I love it. You know that in my adulthood I discovered weightlifting. In my childhood I discovered basketball. So this video is basically a combination of both of those. So it was a beautiful thing, and I hope to do more of these type of training sessions where I actually go outside into these spots. I would love to actually just go into the forest somewhere, park the car, unload the stuff, and just squat in the middle of a forest. I would love that. Like I love the woods, I love the hills, I love forests. That's kind of my favorite type of nature. Beaches are nice and beautiful scenery, but there's something so inspirational about nature, man. my soul goes to a different level. My energy levels go to a different level. Today I wanted to do 5 sets of 5 with 170, and it was windy, it was hot, I was dehydrated, I was getting lethargic and whatever, but the ambience of the place, man, had me go to 7 sets of 5. Only I think yesterday or the day before, whenever I did 5 by 5, 170 kilos, that was a PR, and today is also a PR in terms of volume. You know, I've never done 7 sets of 5 with 170. But this is what I mean, man. Like the nature, man. Your soul's at peace. You know, your mind is just at a different frequency. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's like I want to be there doing things I love to do. It's just unusual to have a squat rack follow you around to the beach or to the rainforest or wherever. But I found this 2 months ago. This actually came up on my one of the ads came up. It's like they know exactly what I need, man. And I saw this product and I thought, man, this is actually quite sturdy looking, man. A lot of these portable squat racks are not quite portable. There's all sorts of things happening. But this just looks simple, and I saw it and I was like, man, I could squat outside with this, man. Get out of that garage, you know. That's the beautiful thing. So today in the sunlight, I'm squatting. My mates are there. Beautiful weather. Bit hot, but beautiful weather. Sunlight is just awesome. Today I had a day off work as well, so it all kind of came together as a very memorable day. And I'm not going to forget this day for a very long time. In fact, it's going to stay with me forever, I think. Squatting on a basketball court for the first time, man. Like, that's symbolic to me, man. That's something special. Very, very, very good day today. I'm exhausted. I'm also a little bit sad as well. I've got a weird energy about me because as I was driving away from this place, my wife called me and she said there was a death sort of near us. A 48-year-old fella was at the beach with his 10-year-old daughter, and something happened. The daughter kind of floated away to the deep water. He tried to get after her. She was in trouble. He tried to save her. And in that attempt of saving her, he drowned. And it was only the luck of a 70-year-old man who happened to be in the vicinity. He jumped on his board and paddled out and saved her. But the fella, they worked on him for about an hour. The ambulance officers, there was a whole stack of them there that tried to save him. So this fella I never met personally, but he was a friend of somebody close to us as a family. And so I was kind of driving home, and I was actually going to come home and talk to my wife and be like, oh, let's get some takeaway. Let's, finish the day with like a really nice kind of vibe. It's beautiful weather, sunny, all that stuff. And I hear this news and it kind of hits me for a six. It's just a sad type of vibe, which is a really odd way to finish a day like this, full of happiness, full of joy. First time squatting on a basketball court, man, it was a beautiful thing, but kind of ended up on a sour note. In the blink of an eye, man, you get reminded of what life is, man. Back to reality, you know what I mean? Like, it might be the best day of your life, man, but somebody's having a freaking shocker. Somebody's having the worst day of their life. And so I'm sitting here in my garage now talking to you guys, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you gotta, like, these moments, this moment today, even though I'm kind of in a weird mood right now, man, these moments are unbelievable, man, because you never know. You never know in life what's around the corner. Powerful feelings, man. In a way, it amplifies the earlier part of this day. What happened in the last part of the day when you hear news like this, and all I want to do, man, is just look inside, look at my soul, look what my soul wants, man. And all I really want is my family to be around me, my close people to be around me, and just squat, do that kind of stuff. And today was a perfect day. Ended sourly, in a sour note, but it just amplifies, it underlines the importance of spending your life, your precious moments, the way you want to spend them. Don't listen to anybody tell you otherwise. Don't get distracted by these shiny things that people spend their whole freaking lives in careers that don't like, to get the money, to buy these shiny things so they can stick out and they don't really even like them. It's like a tool for recognition. Look inside. The answers are inside, man. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. Day like this, out in nature, squatting, being with good people, my people. Oh man, it's just a beautiful feeling. I'm just at peace, man. Absolute peace. I'm gonna try and move this thing around as much as I can. I'm gonna try and find spots in nature somewhere. Today, like the squat rack rocked up around, what was it, at 2 o'clock. Had to wait for my wife to get back to look after the kids at home before I could kind of go on this little expedition with the boys. But really, what I would really love to do is actually go into like nature, man, like lookouts, and put my squat rack there somehow. The thing is, like, I can't carry 170 kilos, 2 kilometers to along a track, mount my squat rack. It's not practical, so I need somewhere where I can park the car kind of close by. But that to me is meditation, man. That to me is happiness. I don't mind the garage, man. The garage is a nice place. It's got its own kind of little tranquility, peace and quiet and all that sort of stuff. But when you hear the wind and you look out and you see the ocean, there's something really powerful about the ocean, man. I don't know what it is, man, but it's so vast, it's so powerful, it's so intimidating, and it kind of like inspires me to think about the possibilities. It clears your mind. I don't know what it is, man. But looking out up in between these sets, looking at the ocean and hearing the waves hit the shore, man, you don't need a pre-workout, man, when you got things like that to look at and listen to. It's a beautiful thing. It's an absolute beautiful thing. Today, like I said to you guys, I did 170 kilos for 7 sets of 5. It was a struggle. I'm dehydrated as hell now. Like my skin, like I feel like my forehead is getting tight, so it's probably burnt. There was a bit of shade on the court, a bit of respite from the sun, but it was a very, very hot day, But I was just too excited. I was too excited to just squat in the garage today looking at these portable squat stands, so I decided to go. But ideally, you don't want to go, middle of the sun, a 35 degree, 37 degree temperature. As you can see, there's not a freaking cloud in the sky, so it's just full on sunlight, sunshine. But it inspired me to get 7 sets. Really, I could have gone more, but I was getting to a point where I was running out of water, and I thought, man, I got to get out of here and get under a shower and start rehydrating. And also the wind, man, like the wind, I don't know what, obviously I never squat in the wind. It's always inside, but the wind does something to you. It like dries you even quicker. Hot air moving quickly. It just does something to our mucosa. And I don't know. I kept drinking, but I feel like the water was just leaking out of me. It wasn't even getting into the muscles and whatever. So I felt kind of like weak in the hands. But I kept pushing. I wanted to mark this moment somehow with some sort of great effort. And today was a really great effort. 7 sets of 5. I've never done that with 170 kilos. That tells me that I could probably be moving 180 kilos for, 3 sets of 5. I could probably do that. I actually wanted to bench press today as well, but, I don't know. I would have to, I use my wife's car, which is a Mazda 6. It's a wagon. And that was really, really tight. Really, if I had a ute, I could put the bench in there as well. And I could put the blocks in there as well and do some deficit pulls and whatever. So that it's really cool. But ideally, I wanted to do bench press as well. So I actually had plans of, coming home, having some food, and then off camera, doing some bench pressing, because today is quite a long video. But then I hear this news, and I'm just like, man, it's a crazy set of circumstances. That poor girl who's 10 years old, man. Oh, that's a day that's gonna stay with her for a very long time. So just appreciate what you got, guys. Try and do the things that you love to do often, and do it with people that you love, because you never know, man. The blink of an eye, man, everything changes. Everything changes, man. And I see it every day at work, man. I work in emergency, man. People don't have great days that go to emergency. Most people that go to an emergency department are not having a freaking great day. But when it kind of hits close to home and you see your family member react, and the circumstances this thing made the news. This thing happened 11 o'clock in the morning today. So I'm at the beach. I'm doing these squats. I have no idea until I start driving home. And the beach with all of this happening is like maybe a kilometer down from here. So I'm kind of like replaying all of the stuff, like all of the emotions that I was feeling through this, like such a happy moment for me and my mates. And then a kilometer down there's like an absolute tragedy going on. Just a crazy like thought that while you are having one of the best days of your life, somebody's having an equal opposite worst day of their life. They're forming a scar that they will carry for the rest of their life. It's a weird sensation. Life is weird, man. It's really weird. And even though we all know right now, you might be having a really good day, on the other side of the planet, man, somebody's having a crap day. Like, I've spoken to some of you fellas. Some of you fellas live in Canada. It's like minus 50. And here it's 35. So it's like even the weather is complete extreme opposites. I'm having a great day and somebody in the same vicinity, basically an arm's length away, is having the worst day of their life. It just makes me appreciate everything I have. It makes me cherish the moments that I, like this. Because life is truly up and down. And the worst of it all is you don't really know what's happening tomorrow or the next moment, or if you're going to live in the next day or next month or next year or next decade. So you really got to live in the moment, man. You have to kind of surround yourself with good vibes. And I always say, man, the answers are within, man. If you look within, if you kind of search for answers within you, I think you're going to find the answers. The answers are not in that Ferrari, Lamborghini, in that mansion, in all that plastic stuff that's all around us. The answer is in a dark room with your eyes closed, and maybe you're laying down thinking about and listening to the voices in your head and what you want. Talk to yourself, right? Talk to yourself what you want out of this life. Because this life ain't promised, man. It's going to come around real quick, and then you're going to be like, man, I've just let go of 10 years and I haven't done what I want to do. That's kind of how I think about these things, man. Time's ticking, man. Time's ticking. If I could spend every day like this that I spent today, with my friends and family around, good squatting, good family, good friends, good food, that's Ivan for you, man. Simple as that. That's how I think all of us can relate to this, man. You might not be squatting, you might like doing something else. That's fine. It doesn't really matter what it is. Everyone's got a different thing, and that's cool. That's what makes us all different. But, it's really the simple things, man. It's the simple things. Bit of sunshine, bit of fresh air, good company, exercise. I love exercise. You guys know, man. Like, it's hard freaking work, man. Like, I ain't happy straining against 170. But for some reason within me, I'm just happy, man. I'm happy. There's just so much positive energy. And speaking of positive energy, man, I've been getting a lot of positive energy from you guys. Here's the screen now. A whole bunch of people, man. I can't believe how many people are sending me positive energy all the time. Great comments, great conversations. Some of you guys are 60 years old, man, with so much more wisdom, so many more life experiences, telling me about your situations. Some of you guys have come from really bad upbringing, some real bad experiences, and we're sharing these ideas on a platform of squat every day, on a platform of powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit, calisthenics. We're all kind of the same people, and we're kind of building on top of that with some of these ideas, real ideas that life has kind of thrown at us. I mentioned Craig yesterday. We got Kristen PL, Sean Quinney, Deegan Powell, and once again, there's a name underneath that I can't see. I think there's a name underneath. If there is, I'm so sorry that I can't read it. It's the nature of this app. I really should look into getting a better app that I can properly read these names, but everyone's looking at the screen right now, and you guys will be able to see who these names are. I think there is a name underneath Deegan. The names I just read out are the people who have reached out and supported me that one extra step, which makes me proud. It makes me feeling lucky. It makes me feel like I'm being absolutely blessed from up above for all the positive energy that I've received. So really happy day for me today. Ended on a sour note. I'm in a philosophical mood. I'm thinking about all these deep and meaningful kind of ideas. But it's a day I'm not going to forget. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.